Hello, once again. I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to come on. Oh, yeah, just being obedient to the Holy Spirit once again. I know it's pretty late, and some of you guys probably already asleep, but just gonna wait to see how many of you guys want. Hey guys, how are you? Sweet. Hello, Miss Carlissa. How are you? Carlissa. Mrs. Morrison. Nice to hear from you. See ya. Alrighty. No. No Facebook. Alright. So, as some of you may know, um, I recently started a ministry here online, called We Are Women Are Royalty, and I thought that was the name the Lord gave me, in 2014, which it was at that time. And I have this thing of like being really procrastinating, and like I take way too long to be obedient, which is disobedience. Delayed obedience is disobedience. And I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson quickly. And a few Sundays ago, this had to be about a month ago, the Lord told me completely that I need to change the name. And I said, okay, well, why do I need to change the name, Lord? God, give me a reason why. He said, well, the name is now being called We Are Rising. And so I said, okay, we are rising, that's fine. I said, because we are rising. And I was just on a prayer line. Shout out to, hi, Nisha. I was just on a prayer line. Shout out to my cousin down in Florida, Mrs. Dr. Diane Lazar. I love you, can't wait to meet you. And one of the prophets on her line said something that really stuck out to me and it caught me. And then the Lord just started downloading stuff, and I was like, hey, thank you. So first thing, what he said was, the overcomers are rising. And I said, wait a minute. The overcomers are what? The overcomers are rising. And I said, Lord, you're coming for my whole life right now. And that like took me all the way out. I was like, yes, we are rising. Yes, the overcomers are rising. And so, what I'm now noticing a lot more is that whenever the Lord downloads something to me and I write it down, because I gotta write it down, because if I don't write it down, I will not remember it, is when I go back to this, they usually like, oh, thank you, Marjorie. They usually coincide of one another. So what he gave me was the word start. And I was just like, okay, start what? I mean, start from ministry, yeah, start. And then, boom. First, I'm going to read this to you. Then I'm just going to give you what he downloaded to me. And still not finished yet. So he just keeps downloading stuff. So, December 29th, which is today's date. Yes, Thursday, December 29th. Excuse me, you guys. My Jesus Calling devotional says, trust me with every fiber of your being. What I can accomplish in and through you is proportional to how much you depend on me. One aspect of this is the degree to which you trust me in a crisis or major decision. Some people fail miserably here, while others are at their best in tough times. Another aspect is even more telling, the constancy of your trust in me. People who rely on me in the midst of adversity may forget about me when life is flowing smoothly. Difficult times can jolt you into awareness of your need for me, whereas smooth sailing can lull you into the stupor of self-sufficiency. I care as much about your tiny trust steps through daily life as about your dramatic leaps of faith. You may think that no one notices, but the one who is always beside you sees everything and rejoices. Const- const- I told you, this is what happened tonight. Consistently trusting in me is vital to flourishing in my presence. When I am afraid, I will trust in you, in God whose word I praise, in God I trust. I will not be afraid. What could mortal man do to me? Psalm 56, 3-4. So, I read that this morning and I said, oh, that's wonderful. Yes, I will not fear. I trust in the Lord with my whole heart. And I didn't think this was going to happen at like 11 o'clock at night, but we're going to see how this works. Because last night, well, Tuesday night, I was on for like an hour. No, so I got to go to sleep. And I do it well. Okay, story. But whatever the Lord decides to do. So, like I said, he gave me the word start. And I said, okay, start what? And then he gave me the, he actually gave me a vision, but it was more so like he gave me the, I can never find my words tonight. This is ridiculous. He gave me, it's gonna come. But he gave me like a card. And so, what he told me first was, most people are stuck in neutral. And I said, okay. Like, okay. So, give me more of that. So, he told me most people are stuck in neutral. And I said, okay, most people are stuck in neutral. And the first thing that popped in my head that I thought of was don't laugh. Like the car wash. When it tells you to put your car in neutral so you can go through the car wash. And so, like, when you put your car in neutral, like, you're not touching anything. You're, like, your foot's on the gas. You're just going with the flow because the car is moving on its own. Alright? And so most people are stuck in this neutral state where the car is moving on their own. They're doing nothing of their own power. And they're just like letting their life like go by. Like they're not even trying is the way that God kind of like gave it to me. It was just like they're just loosely going. They're not trying, they're just stuck in neutral, just letting life pass them by. And they're not looking to God for any help. They're not doing anything. They're just stuck in neutral. Although some people are pushing on the gas, but not moving. This is the one that turned out scared. Like, what, Lord? At first I was like, pushing on the gas, but not moving. What does that mean? And even with that down, I said, what's that mean? Like, what's that mean? And he told me, he said, you're trying to move out of timing. You're pushing, you are pushing on the gas. But it's not time to move yet. So you're wondering where, like, a lot of things that you're planning, a lot of things that you're trying to do aren't working. It's because you're pushing on the gas. But it's not time to move. I need you to catch that with, like, a batter's glove. Like, you need to catch that with a baseball mitt. I said, you're pushing on the gas, but it's not time to move yet. And it's like, one thing he really gave me, and I hope y'all catch this too, with the whole baseball mitt and a glove and all that good stuff. Catch it. Divine works manifest solely in divine timing. Catch it, please. Catch it, please. Divine works manifest solely in divine timing. That means if you're trying to do anything, like, see, he will give you the vision. And I've learned this lesson. Oh, I've learned this lesson. All this stuff I'm talking to you about is like I'm talking to myself because I've learned this. Okay, this has been in my life. I've seen this happen. He will give you the division. I'm telling y'all, this is what happens at like 11 o'clock at night. I don't know how to speak no more. Lord help me. He will give you the vision, right? And he will give it to you like 5 years in advance. And like the vision is so crazy though that you want it to happen right now. So like you see the vision and you're just like, you're quoting Habakkuk 2 and 2, like, write the vision, make it plain. Jesus, yes, Lord. Tomorrow I will be a minister. Tomorrow I'm gonna get. But it's like 10 years up the road. But he done gave you the vision already. So you see it, you're seeing it and you want it to manifest. But it says divine works manifest solely in divine timing. That means you cannot try to manifest the vision that God has given you in the timing in which you want it to be you want it to happen. Like, it's just not gonna happen because divine works. If it's truly if it's truly from God, it'll only work in the timing in which He's allowed it to work. Let me say that slower so y'all can catch that. I said if it's truly from God, it will only work in the timing in which He's allowed it to happen. In the timing in which He's worked it out to happen. It ain't gonna work in your timing if it's from Him, because it's not from you. It's from Him. And like I said in my last video, He's the author of time. So whatever divine work He's called you to accomplish is going to work in His timing, not your own. Divine works manifest solely in divine timing. I mean, I hope y'all catch that. Write it down. Put it on your wall. Put it on your mirror like I'm about to. Like, I need to remind myself of that every day. Divine works manifest solely in divine timing. Catch it, please. Okay. And then he took me to Habakkuk 2 and 3. We all know Habakkuk 2 and 2, but he took me to 2 and 3. It says, I'm going to read 2 and 2 and 2 and 3. So it says, then the Lord said to me, I'm reading from NLT, write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Patiently stick out to me like a sore thumb, okay? It says, if it seems slow in coming, wait patiently. Like, everyone quotes it. Patience is a virtue. Seriously, it's a virtue. It says, if it seems slow in coming, wait. It doesn't say try to make it come, because it's taking too slow for you. It don't mean try to go out and do it before the time is up. That's like it's literally like trying to birth the baby in the second month. Your baby gonna die. Like, that's just, it cannot happen. It says, if it seems slow. Here's the thing, though. You have to take all these words and you have to look at the intricate detail and what the Lord is trying to say. If it seems slow, it's not slow in coming because it's going to come in its actual time, but it will seem slow to us because we want it like that. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. You know, sometimes when the divine calling that God is calling our lives, or divine works that He wants to do in our lives, or the vision that He showed us isn't coming in the time in which we want it to come, we'll start to doubt that it'll even come. Right? We'll start to doubt that what God has called us to do, what He's shown us, is even going to come to pass. We'll step on some toes. So since that man ain't come yet, you're going to start doubting that you'll even get married. But He's shown you in the wedding. He's shown you the vision of you in the wedding dress. But you'll start doubting it because, okay, Lord, my time is ticking. We ain't got this much time, Jesus. 35, Lord. Okay, but before what you doing? But His divine timing is never wrong. And it doesn't work according to your biological clock. So whatever you think what age you're supposed to get married at, that has nothing to do with Him. He has your whole life planned out before you're even born. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and give you an expected end, a bright future, a purposeful future. Jeremiah 1:5 says He knew us before we were even born, when we were in our mother's womb. He called us. So He has your whole life figured out. Stop worrying. Stop trying to make stuff happen before it's time. Alright, what's the next one? Oh, and then he says, some of us are in cruise control. And he told me, because I write stuff down, this is how I remember. An outside force is causing you to move. The enemy, not God. I'm going to say that one more time. Some of us are in cruise control. You know how, like, in cruise control, you're not touching nothing. The car just moving. Okay? You ain't touching the steering wheel. The car just moving by itself. It's almost like, and this can easily get mistaken and mistaken with people who are stuck in neutral. With people who are stuck in neutral, at some point they're gonna have to pick up that car and drive. You get what I'm saying? At some point, people who are stuck in neutral are going to have to put their foot on that gas and start moving the car on their own. But people who are in cruise control, they can take forever. They can stay in cruise control for as long as they want, and they'll think they're fine. Like, people, imagine being on cruise control on the highway, like going too long. You think you're fine, like the car is moving, you're good, like you're in cruise control. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Put on some music, just chill out. Don't fall asleep though. Do not. Thank you, Jesus. Do not fall asleep in cruise control. When you're in cruise control, an outside force is causing you to move. The car is moving by itself. An outside force is causing the car to move. When you are in cruise control in life, an outside force is causing you to move. And you're moving out of the will of God. Although you continue to think that you're moving at the right place, going to the right place. But when you're in cruise control in life, you're moving out of the will of God. That's the enemy moving you. Do not fall asleep in cruise control, because then you'll think you're doing what the Lord has called you to do. But in actuality, you're doing what the enemy wants you to do. The enemy would want nothing more than for you to birth your baby, or for you to start your car before it was time for you to start driving. That's like an 11-year-old trying to drive a car. I mean, it could happen, but like, it's not your time to drive yet. It's not your time to drive yet, but you're such in a hurry that you, hi Alicia, but you're such in a hurry that you start, that you start driving before your time. Yeah, so that's pretty short, but basically, okay, Lord, I'm just moving by the Holy Spirit, guys. So the next thing that he was trying to, hi, hey girl, next thing that the Lord was basically putting on my heart was exciting for me. I'm really excited, and it's the fact that he placed on my heart 2 days out of the week to come out here and do live videos, and maybe even start a YouTube channel. We're gonna you'll get it, you'll get it, Alicia. I love you, girl. I haven't talked to you in so long, but you'll get it, sis. Because this is a live video, so you can go back and watch. And so he gave me 2 things, 2 days out of the week, which is really cool. And he gave me hashtag We Are Rising Wednesdays. And if any of you know, like I said in the beginning, that I changed the name of my ministry to We Are Rising. You can find us here on Facebook, We Are Rising. Yes, I believe it's just We Are Rising. You can look it up and please follow. I'm starting this whole thing, this thing of obedience, which for a long time it was hard to actually be obedient to the love of God and what He's calling me to do in my life. And I'm just like, maybe later, Jesus. And I would procrastinate. And now, because the Lord has been purging me and He's been propelling me forward, I can see where my disobedience has delayed a lot of things in my life. And I'm just like, I'm tired of delaying what the Lord has called me to do. So I'm going to obey and start. Just like He's calling us all to start. Hashtag maybe later, Jesus. No. Hashtag obey now. Obey immediately. Hashtag obey immediately. So, hashtag We Are Rising Wednesdays, and hashtag, I'm so excited about this, Faithful, F-U-L-L Fridays, because we are full of faith. And so on Fridays, I'll be coming down here and just not only trying to give whatever the Lord has placed in my heart to give, like an encouraging word, but I'll be praying for the next week, and you know, whatever the Lord decides for me to put on places on my heart to give and to share, I will thankfully and gladly do that. I just want the Lord to be pleased with everything that I'm doing, and I don't want to like get too caught up in myself that I don't set precedents and give place for God to work through me. So, if that is all I want to say, thank you guys, and that we cannot allow ourselves to like just not start what God has called us to do, not start what He's placed in our hearts, and let's not do it outside of His timing. Ooh, see, and I'm trying to leave. I need to sleep, Lord. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. He just keep downloading stuff. I'm trying to sleep because it just popped in my spirit. Some of us are running on empty. You got a E-tank, like complete E. Like you ain't put no gas in this in a while, and that can mean a lot of different things. One, you're running on empty in terms of your energy level. You're like running. And that was me. I was just told by my sister in Christ that I need to rest. And the Lord like confirmed that tonight. That I need to rest. Because 7, year 2017, 7 is also the number of rest. And He kind of like confirmed that to me tonight. That resting is very important for the believer. Resting in His promises. Resting in Him. Taking that time out to and reevaluate. And to like reflect on what He's done for us in this past year, what He's going to do in the next year, and resting in that, and not just moving, because you'll get depleted and you'll just get burnt out. And you're running on E in terms of, child, your tank is empty. Like, you haven't filled yourself up with this in a very long time, child. Like your tank is like complete empty. Like you have not. Don't y'all like my pillow? It's Country Blessings. Isn't that pretty? But no. But like you've been running on an empty tank for the longest, and in order to actually move a car, it needs gas. And it's almost as what I was telling you guys last live when I went on Tuesday, where it's like you're filling yourself up on the wrong things. Some of you guys aren't filling yourself up on the right thing at all. Like it's not even that you're filling yourself up with the wrong things. You're just not filling yourself up with His work. So don't run on an empty tank. Don't fall asleep in cruise control, because you're gonna just be living to not live again. Like if you're running in cruise control and you're sleeping there, it's just like it's gonna take a lot to wake you up. Do not fall asleep in cruise control, because then the Lord is gonna have to do a lot to wake you up, and you're not gonna want that. What must the Lord do to wake you up out of cruise control? Because you're just like sliding through life with the enemy, not going to church, not reading your word, not praying, but you think you're good because He knows my heart. He got this personal relationship, but you're not even talking to Him. That's a one-sided relationship. Like what? No. You must continue to allow yourself to be filled up with this. This right here. Excuse me, guys. This right here. This is your daily bread. This is your food. This is your fuel. This is your gas. It should be on F every day. And if you're not, there's a problem. And for a long time, I can be completely honest, because I like being transparent. Transparency is key. This stayed there, and I ain't look at it for a long time. It was just on my nightstand, looking pretty, sitting pretty. This is my other one that was just, No bag. I'm gonna get my other Bible here. Y'all excuse me, it takes a while. Okay. And that has red glitter on it. Hallelujah. So this is my other Bible. This is my KJV. And this was literally sitting on my nightstand before I got my new Bible for the longest, because I just assumed that I was good. Like, I went to church on Sundays. I dance. I shout. I cry during worship time, so it means I'm shedding some stuff, which does. But I'm not in this. And I don't talk unless it's on a Sunday. But I think I'm fine because I'm a Christian. And that title carries a lot of weight. And people look at you because of that. It's not just like you put on your Facebook and your Instagram bio. There's a lifestyle that comes with that. Lord Jesus. There's a lifestyle which comes with that Christian title. You know where that lifestyle can be found? Right in here. Because what do? We live our life to please Him. We live our life to glorify the King. We live our life as close to how Jesus lived His life on this earth as possible. We love on people. We tell them about the one who can save their souls. That's what we do. We don't sit this down and just go on living as though we don't have the manual. This is our driver's manual. This is our driver's manual. We didn't even read it. It's like getting a new car, not reading the manual, which my mom does sometimes, and I have to help her. This is getting a new car, not getting the manual, not reading it, and trying to do stuff on your own. And that's how people are going through life. They're going through life without reading the instructions. Like, how do you do anything without first reading the instructions? I'm a reader, okay? I like to read. I understand. Some people aren't readers. But this one, yeah, probably want to read this. It's not even a probability. It's not a choice if you call yourself a Christian. This is daily. When I miss that time, I can sense that I missed it. It doesn't feel good to miss it. But the problem is when you get in a routine of missing it, that you don't even care that you missed it anymore. You block it out your mind. This time with Him don't even matter anymore. It's just, what I gotta do yesterday? What I gotta do tomorrow? What I gotta do today? What I gotta do here? And you're not spending time. You're not resting in this anymore. You're just not. You're like just stuck on straight E, and you're depleted, and your energy level is down. You're not wanting to do anything. You don't want to say anything. You don't want to talk to nobody, and that's when depression seeps in. You start hating everything. You don't talk to nobody, and you stick to yourself. And then Satan creeps in, and he tells you that God hates you, or that He doesn't love you. And those are all lies from the enemy. So we must fill ourselves up with this word. It is vital to us driving in the purpose and the will that God has for our lives. So I think that's about it for me tonight. This is a lot shorter than usual, but I'm praying that I either start my Faithful Fridays tomorrow or next week. And I pray you all have a great night. Hey, Tisha girl. You guys can watch the playback and hear what I said earlier. And I love you all. And have a good night.